All right. Oh my goodness. Well, happy Monday, everybody. It is Monday Night Live. We are here. We are happy. We are ready to rock and roll. And I thought, what better thing to start with than the next piece of Boss Babes?
Yes.
Yes.
Boss Babes Week 2 is going to be Senior National Sales Director Dave Van Powell. And we love Dave Van. She's
Hi,
pretty great.
Terry.
Hi,
Hey,
Terry.
Terry.
Hi.
Let's see what we got here. I gotta share the screen, share the love, share the screen. Boss Babes, there it is. Okay, so I need you guys to tell me if when I blow up the screen, make her bigger on the screen if it works for you.
Okay.
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 Cool.
Yes.
Okay, if I do this.
Yep.
Can you guys see it? Okay.
Yes, good.
Yep.
All right.
Yes.
Here we go, friends. And this is a good one. I'm excited for you guys to see it. Okay, here we go.
Hello, my name is Dave Van Powell, and I am Senior National Sales Director with Mary Kay, coming to you from Ogallala, Nebraska. I have been enjoying my Mary Kay business for over 37 years, and I'm honored to say the least, that I was chosen to be one of your speakers for this Boss Babe It's Time series. Thank you, Karen, for providing us with this opportunity for all of us around the world in Mary Kay to join together with an opportunity to allow Mary Kay in this historical time to make all of our dreams come true. It's time for all of us to let go of procrastination. It's time for all of us to quit waiting, to quit worrying. It's time for all of us to put action behind our dreams and go for it. I believe that with determination and perseverance in the mix, we are set up for an unlimited amount of success in 2026. I do believe that we're a part of a history-making moment in Mary Kay with the launch of the e-commerce My Shop opportunity, and the fact that we can continue to do our Mary Kay the old-fashioned way, in person with our family, friends, and new acquaintances that we get to make our friends, doing our Mary Kay in person. Karen is allowing me the opportunity to share with you a time in my Mary Kay business where I knew I had to make some changes. And I would like to share that story with you. For most of you, you don't know the fact that I said yes to Mary Kay 3 different times in the 80s. I actually said yes to Mary Kay in 1984, the first time, because my mom wanted me to become a part of Mary Kay. I said yes to Mary Kay in 1986 because my girlfriends wanted me to become a part of Mary Kay. And I said yes to Mary Kay again in 1988 because at that time I was working for a photographer and he wanted me to help with glamour shots. And so I said yes to Mary Kay in 1988. But I didn't realize that it was time for me to actually do my Mary Kay and actually work the business until late 1989, when I found myself at my kitchen table flat broke. Mick and I had only been married a year. We were on the verge of bankruptcy. And he reminded me that I had that beautiful Mary Kay pink kit in my closet, and that maybe, just maybe, if I did Mary Kay and put some effort behind it, it would work. And I thought to myself, I'll give it a try. And we were also in the process of moving from the Black Hills of South Dakota to Nebraska. And I would be moving from South Dakota to Nebraska in 4 months. So when I made that decision that it was time, I made the decision to do 100 practice models before we would move to Nebraska. I thought to myself, I'll just go to night school. I pretended that Mary Kay was my university. And I started doing models. I would do them in groups of sometimes 3, sometimes 2, sometimes 6 at a time. I was working another full-time job, so I did this in the evenings and on weekends. But I just wanted to find out if this Mary Kay thing could really work. So I started in September, and I did 25 bases in September, just practicing on close family and friends. In October, in November, and December. And this is what happened. At the end of that 4th month, at that time, I was able to earn my Mary Kay career card and go on to become a sales director in 4 short months. And now, in today's time, ladies, you could do it all in 1 month when you mix the opportunity of e-commerce with your My Shop and in person. And we want you to commit to the kit and do a perfect start January 1st through the 15th. And I want to extend that challenge for you to go on and do 100 practice bottles before the end of April and just see where this business could take you. You know, when I started in September of 1989, I honestly thought, I just want to see if this business works. And I just wanted to practice, because if I were going to do this once I moved to Nebraska, I wanted to feel professional. So if you're a brand new beauty consultant and you want Mary Kay to be the opportunity of a lifetime for you, like it has been for me and so many others, then I want you to consider practicing. I want you to invite your closest friends and family members in the month of January to help you with a perfect start, and do 5 parties in the first 2 weeks of January and find out how well you like to party. And then take it from there. And then practice doing spa sessions, practice doing color appointments, maybe do beauty bars. We do beauty bars where we take out a few items, maybe a kitchen counter full, or sometimes we go to a room and we rent it and we lay out as much product as we have on hand for people to sample, and they sample the products on their hands and they love it, and they take it home with them. That's the beauty of having an in-home business, an in-person business, is that you can share this wonderful product with your friends and family members, and you can sack it up and let them take those products home. People love to try before they buy. People love to take home what they try. This is the most amazing time in history. This is where you can have a successful business from your phone or in your home, or both. And if you'll do both, you are going to see your numbers skyrocket. Your customers and your preferred customer list are going to skyrocket. You're going to have more customers every time it's time to sign up for the next season's mailing. You're going to have more team members, because you're going to be able to offer the opportunity with everyone you share this product with. And when you offer the opportunity with everyone you share this product with, it is the most amazing thing, because those who want to be a part of this amazing company say yes, and those who don't, stay your customers, and either way you win. Did you hear that? So when you are in your home and you're doing a party and you make the sales and you make the deliveries, right, and they take those products home, and then you share with them the opportunity to come on board and be a part of your team. If they say yes, great, you're growing your Mary Kay team. If they say no, great, you win, because you have a new loyal customer. And with our new My Shop, we're going to be able to hit every generation at every hour of the day. So if you are one of those people in America that spend 5 to 7 hours on your phone, then you're going to love the My Shop, right? Because you're going to be able to work your business from your phone wherever you're at, and continue to share wonderful content and continue to build your customer base through your My Shop. Now, if you're one that loves to work from your home, awesome. You can set up a wonderful little Mary Kay skincare party right in the convenience of your own home and make on-the-spot deliveries and have your sales and cash flow continue to soar. See, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about with determination and perseverance in the mix. You have unlimited success to look forward to in 2026. Now, are you going to run into a few obstacles? Of course you are. Our world is not absent of obstacles, and neither is your Mary Kay business. But you have a team of people supporting you. Mary Kay Cosmetics in Dallas has put together amazing, amazing tools for you. Your sales directors, your sister consultants, your nationals, your adopted nationals, we are all here for you to continue to encourage you to build your business in 2026. Now, we want you to commit to the kit, right? Commit to the kit on January 1st and go do those 5 parties and just see where this takes you. And I want to tell you one more story, just a story about a gentleman that didn't give up. And I don't know if you're watching and you've been in Mary Kay for over 10 years or 15 years or 30 years. And I don't know if you are brand new, but I do know one thing. This opportunity is for all of us. Every single one of us, whether you are a new Gen Z that are just hitting the workforce now, or whether you are a millennial or baby boomer, or a part of the greater generation or the silent generation, I tell you what, this opportunity is available to you and you can have it all. It just fits. I want to, what I'm really obsessed with is true stories in movies. And this year I watched a movie, it's called A Million Miles Away, and it talks about Jose M. Hernandez. And he was a child of a migrant farmer who traveled back from Mexico to California in the fields. And so this young boy, Jose, he dreamed after watching the movie Apollo 17 of being an astronaut. And so going to school was a little difficult for him because they were always moving from Mexico to California, following the harvest fields. And but he had one teacher that really believed in him and really thought for certain that he had a gift with math and that he was smart enough to be an astronaut. And she fed into his spirit. She breathed belief into him that he could be whatever he wanted to be. And he never gave up. He never gave up. He applied to NASA over 11 times. Over 11 times. And he finally got brought into NASA, and he worked and he worked and he worked, and he was the first astronaut of that culture to go to the moon. And that story, it's called A Million Miles Away. It is so worth watching. And they also talk about another really cool piece of, I guess, fun fast fact about monarch butterflies, that they actually fly from farther north of the United States to Mexico, and that journey takes them 9 months. And there's different generations of monarch butterflies, and the greater generation of butterfly is the one that lives the longest. They live the 9 months. They make that trek from farther north of the US, clear to Mexico, all the weather, all the dangers. They're a tiny butterfly and they make it. And it just fascinated me. And I thought to myself, am I as resilient as a butterfly? Am I going to be able to handle all this change that Mary Kay continues to give us? And I thought to myself, yes. Yes, I am. I can handle all of this change, and I can commit to a kit, and I can move this product, and I can do this. And you can too. We are resilient. We are resilient leaders. You are a resilient consultant. You can learn new ways of doing Mary Kay. Don't give up on your goal. If your goal is to be a sales director, go for it. If your goal is to have a pink Cadillac one day, go for it. If your goal is to be a national sales director, go for it. If your goal is to be $1 million director, go for it. Be like Jose Hernandez and never give up. Keep overcoming obstacles. Keep learning something new. Keep putting one foot in front of the other. And you can have it all. So these are some of the tips from that movie. First of all, you have to know what you want. So set a goal. Set a goal for yourself with this perfect start. What do you want to have happen in this perfect start that you do? And then you have to say, okay, well, how far do I need to go? Well, I need to hold 5 parties in January. And then you're going to think, well, how am I going to do it? Am I going to do it virtual parties, or I'm going to do in-person parties, or I'm going to do a little bit of both? And then you have to say, if you don't know how to get there, I guess you must learn. So if some of you are saying, well, I don't know how to do a party, I don't know how to do an in-person appointment, all of those skills are on In Touch. You can find the skills that you need on In Touch, or with your sister consultants and sales directors. We can teach you. And just when you think you've made it, you need to learn that there's probably something more you need to learn to level up to the next level. And that's what I've loved about my Mary Kay journey, is that the school is never out for the pro. School is never out for the pro, and that this opportunity is available to everyone. Last year in December, our newest sales director, Miglena Gonzaga, had 5 on her roster. This year, in December, getting ready for leadership, she has over 43. The time is now for you to put into action, every one of us put into action the steps necessary for you to do a perfect start and continue on to do power starts and do 100 faces by the end of April, and see where this business takes you. Thank you for being a part of our Boss Babe program. It's your time.
Wow, 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 wow. Okay, so I have to share this with you because she's just talking about the perfect start in January, but that's not all. That's not all, my friends. Hold, please. I'm going to share a screen again and show you that you too can kit and commit. Where'd it go? Hold on. I had it. I lost it. It's just sad.
You sent it to me.
Okay, I did. Okay. Well, can you guys see the screen, or just Trisha's and my stuff?
I see your text thread.
Do you see open with preview? Do you see that?
No.
No.
Okay, hold on. Screen sharing is no fun. Okay. Hold, please. You want to try it?
I just sent it to myself on my computer.
There you go.
Let me open it and bring it up here. 1 second.
So the brainchild behind this came from the National Sales Directors Summit, which I always make it, whenever they talk about the NSD Summit, I always think about it as like the Super Friends. And that's pretty exciting.
Is that it, Dan?
Yes, it sure is. And so they had a first round of kit and commit that ran from the beginning of December, and then they kind of, had it, people wanting to do it. And what it was everybody was trying to come up with ideas. And you have Brittany Jenks and Kristen Sharp and Karen Reidel and Deb Weir and Dave Van Mel. All these nationals are sitting there, and they were like, people just need to get their starter kits back out. And it was like, oh my gosh, yes. And that became the brainchild of Kit and Commit. And most of us, if we've been around in Mary Kay for a red hot second, Mary Kay Ash used to say, book 8 to hold 5, which is why they say 8 to 5 Kit and Commit. Now, they did one round of challenges at the right before the holidays, and it was so powerful and so successful with their areas that they kind of relaunched it here. And this is a really cool thing. If you can do this, booking 8 and holding at least 5, and here's the bigger thing, 15 faces is all it is. So if you were to do it in 2 parties, who cares? Or 1 party with 15 people, doesn't matter. Or 5 parties with 3 people, or 3 people with 3 parties with 5 people. There you go. If you do this by February 15th, you will get to be in an exclusive call with NSD Emeriti, Linda Tupin, and Pam Shaw. And
Pretty
that's
powerful.
a big deal. It's a big deal. Now, if you don't have a starter kit, because maybe you came in at the $35 e-start during the pandemic, or you're like, I don't even know where my starter kit is. We can help you kind of like list off what you should have in your bag. Okay. Because we can't even get we can't get extra starter kits anymore. We used to be able to order them. Trish, remember when you could order them?
I ordered one for somebody recently.
I was told I couldn't order it because I wanted the bag and it wouldn't give me the bag.
Oh.
I tried to order a kit and it wouldn't let me do it.
Yeah. So
Maybe
anyway,
I just eat the cutoff. I don't know.
But regardless, it's going to be great. And basically, you need a miracle set and a half, right?
Yeah.
You need a microderm, you need a charcoal mask, and eye makeup remover, and mascara. I think those are your full-size products that you deal with in it. And satin hands. Thank you. Well, you know what, Amy? I don't know that satin hands is in the kit anymore.
Oh, really?
I'm not positive. We have to go back. We can look for the contents of the starter kit. Okay. But
Yeah.
basically, we've got, 20 days, right? 21 days
Mhm.
till the 15th to get this done. And if you can do it in a 2-week time span, that's extra special recognition. But the bottom line is all you need to do is get this completed and you get extra stuff. And I wanted to give a huge shout out to Amy. Trish, can you go ahead and non-screen share now?
Yes, I can. Stop sharing.
Thanks, friend. Amy sent me, because she got a booking while Trish and I were away,
Yay.
and she's got a party that will be being held. So she will get a piece of the awesome. What did I say I was going to give you? The dividers or the sheet protectors or the binder?
I don't remember.
Isn't that sad?
Can I pick?
Which one was it? Yeah, I'll let you pick. How's that? Trish,
Why don't you pick
it?
it? Because I can't remember. I can't remember either.
I
think
was so
let's
proud of
start with the
myself.
Binder.
I think it is the binder.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Woo, Amy.
And it's not just any binder, it's a snazzy binder.
Ooh, snazzy.
It's got like the stuff in here and the rings and stuff. So yeah, I will make sure you are hooked up with the snazzy binder.
All right.
All right. And I also wanted to make sure you guys saw, woo, pearls. We want to be pearl girls. We want to get some pearls of sharing it to you guys and get some team members and get you into some new jackets.
Yeah.
Yeah, heck yeah. Oh my gosh, I really am feeling much better than what I was feeling. Trish,
Yes, ma'am.
I'm going to turn it over to you in a second. But from Amy, Terry, and Phyllis, what were some things that Dave Van said that you went, oh my gosh, that's an aha moment?
The fact that she, in the 80s, got in Mary Kay the 3 times.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. And then the 3rd time, it was like, they were going to be moving, they were broke and all that. And she made the decision to do the 100 faces before moving. And she got into action because she was in desperate mode.
Mhm.
And I don't know why that this one popped out to me, but I wrote down practice your Mary Kay because
Yes,
anything you want to be good at, you have to practice. So that
that's
made
right.
It's true.
good sense. And then she said, invite your friends and family to help you practice.
Right?
Mhm.
I love it. I love it. Terry, anything for you, sweetheart?
I like the 100 face practice part, but then I also like the fact that she said go for your goals. So that for me stood out. So
Mhm. Yeah. Do you know what happens? Like you set a goal and then like you get excited and then somebody icks on your wow and you want to punch them right in the face or high five them in the face with a chair. That would work too. I've thought about that lots of times in my world. And you guys, the joy that we get when we make people feel pretty or make their skin feel great. I was thinking about this over the weekend because I got to conduct an honor band. And you know, it's fun to do those kinds of things because you get to see instant results from your efforts, right? Like you get roughly 8 hours to get these kids that really don't know each other to put something out there. And you know, I kind of laughed to myself a little bit because I was like, well, you know, it's pretty good. You know, it didn't fall apart. Nobody cried. Nobody died. It's good. You know, it's good. That's kind of your bar, right? When you're doing something like that. And but it was cool. Like I knew what it sounded like on Friday afternoon, and I was like, oh, Nelly, I got to work. And I worked, and they felt really good Saturday. That was like an 8 hour instantaneous success, right? Ours is really, I feel like in a lot of cases, much more like the tortoise and the hare. Like
Mhm.
the band thing that I have done for so long, that's the hare. Like it's turbo and boom, there it is, right? This is more like the tortoise. Like we just gotta keep going and not stop and not quit. And when plot twists happen and people are throwing roadblocks at us, or they say no, or they say, yeah, I'm gonna return this or that, or no, I don't want to help you with your booking challenge. Are you crazy? You know, or you know, are you still doing that Mary Kay thing? Why don't you have a pink Cadillac yet? Why don't you have the da 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 da? And you're just sitting there going, well, if you'd help me, I might.
Right?
You know, but really, I think that it's so empowering when you get the yes. And just remind yourself of what those feel like, those yeses that happen. You've got to remember those and kind of hold on to them because there's not going to be as many yeses as there are nos. All right. So you got to remember that the yeses are still really, really great. And I love what Dave Ann said. If they say no to being on your team, they're still going to be a customer. And I think that we also, when we're in this recruiting time now that we're growing and wanting to do all kinds of crazy, wild things, if we make them pinky promise with us, if they decide that this Mary Kay thing isn't for them, that they're going to go back to being your customer.
Mhm.
And it's kind of almost like you want to sign in blood. Sign in this lip gloss right here that you're going to go back to being my customer if this Mary Kay thing doesn't work out.
Well, and I think now with where you get your 30% every time,
Yes.
no matter what, why would you quit?
Yeah.
right.
You have to
Why
still
wouldn't
get
you
to
stay in
225
it
once a year.
Once
Yeah.
a year.
Once a year.
Why?
And
That is the best deal because you're going to always get a discount.
And I think that right there is going to be the game changer. So we learned all kinds of stuff at leadership, and I am going to give you one more little nugget before I let Trish kind of take over for a second. Hyaluronic acid is really great. And we know that it's really great, right? It's really helpful for our skin. And it's an ingredient that is going to be gone. It's going to be put into a product that we will then be having launched in May. So that would be summer, for the summer book. And how can I word this without getting in trouble? Don't stock up on your 3D foundations.
Okay.
Don't stock up. Keep what you've got. Keep what you've got, because there's about to be even more shades. And you know how the concealers just went to light, medium, and deep? Is that right? Is that what we call them now? Right? Okay. It's going to be that light, medium, and deep on the foundations. They'll still be the 3D formula.
Okay.
It'll still be the 3D formula. It's still going to be matte and luminous. There is going to be a conversion chart that is very clear. So if you were an Ivory N140, you're going to be an Ivory 4. I mean, straight up, there's just going to be some more choices. Okay.
And can we say better coverage?
Oh, you guys,
Night
better
and day.
coverage. Better coverage. Linda put some on my face and like put it in, like blended it in, and that it was great. And you're going to need to sell micellar water to help get it off,
Oh,
because it's non-transferent. It's going to stay on your face.
yay. Okay.
Nice.
I put it on
So-
the back of my hand, like the wrong color on one spot, but the
Yeah.
right color over here. And I couldn't see any little spots at all, and it stayed most of the day,
Yeah.
all day.
Yeah.
And I washed my hands and everything a lot, you guys, and it stayed. I was blown
Yeah.
away.
So the reason why I'm telling you this is because come April, we'll do some kind of makeover contest locally.
Mhm.
So that we'll be using up the foundations that we have. CC creams are still here. They might add some shades. They did not negate the possibility of adding shades. I don't know if you heard that, Trish. When we were in the back super secret room, she said that someone suggested that very light was not light enough.
Oh, wow.
And so for some people that's something that they're working on. Okay.
And they when we got to see, it was not guaranteed a final packaging, so we're not going to discuss packaging because
No.
they're not sure that that's going to be the final packaging.
No, but it's going to be the same amount.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know about the price point either. We didn't ask about that, did we? I didn't ask about the
They
price
didn't
point.
tell us.
So
Mhm.
regardless, it's going to be better coverage. So my guess is when you're talking better coverage, you'll use less.
Mhm.
And
Yeah.
even if it's a higher price point, it'll last longer.
Right.
And people will be really excited about that. So I'm only telling you guys that because you're here.
Mhm.
I'm not writing this down anywhere. And if anybody watches the live stream on replay, well, then, they found out too.
They have-
But
They have to get all the way this far, though.
they have to get this far into the program. So, and who knows? They might have just watched Dave Van and went, good. But yeah,
That's it. I'm done.
yeah. So you guys, Leadership Conference was so great. We had so much fun. I got to sit next to Trish through most of the Emeritus debut ceremony.
Which is our favorite part to sit
It
together
is
on.
my favorite part.
Mhm.
But I'm going to let you share, Trish, any little takeaways that you have for them.
Okay, I'll share for a couple minutes.
That'd be great.
First of all, during the Dave Ann thing, I changed to the other color of lip gloss so you guys could see it. This is the Rose Noir.
Oh, nice.
That one looks
Pretty.
really good on you.
It's kind of browny, but I like it because it's not straight up brown. It does have a little, like a drop, I think, of plum in it. But it feels nice. I mean, and it's not going anywhere. And two of these are cream. One is, what do they call it, Dan? Like shimmery. That first one I put on had a little shimmer in it. But the other two, the red that Danny has on and the noir are cream. Just want you guys to know that. Well, I wanted to tell you guys a couple things. One, it was an unusual leadership because I think it's the first time that I can remember that they had every single director in the United States and Canada there at the same time, the same place. So on one hand, it felt like, and I don't know if you felt this way, Dan, but I felt like I didn't know anybody. wasn't that we didn't
I
know
did.
anybody. It was that there was so many
Yeah.
of us there that were usually together, because usually they split us up. Sometimes we have Canada, sometimes we don't and stuff. So that was interesting. But if you guys follow Kristen Sharp, which I think most of you guys follow Kristen Sharp on Instagram, you should look at her Instagram. I don't know if it was today or the last couple of days. And she mentions a lady who I met a few years ago at Leadership when Danny and I were together. And we were sitting kind of on the upper curve of this arena we were in, because we were both like nursing a bad knee. And so we didn't want to go down to the lower part. And this lady was sitting up there. And I can't even tell you guys like how special that she was. She literally seemed like an angel. Like she just had like glowiness about her. And she was so sweet and so kind and so, I don't know. There is something very neat about this lady. And she talked to me for a few minutes and she just made me cry. Well, not a bad cry, but she just made you feel different in a good way. And so we were at Leadership, and my friend Patty, you guys have met Patty, most of you guys online. She's like, Trish, come here. And I'm like, what? She goes, there's that lady. She goes, I know we didn't remember her name, but there she is. And so I said, oh my gosh, I can't believe I'm seeing you again. And she's like, oh, sit down. Let's talk for a minute. Like she just is the kindest person you can ever. It made me start crying again. And I said, I don't know what it is about you, but you just seem like an angel to me. And she looked me straight in the eye and she said, I want to be your angel. I gotta go back to my seat now. I don't even know what it is, but Kristen wrote this whole thing about this particular lady today, or last couple of days on her Instagram. And her name is Esther Andrews. And she is in her 90s, you guys. And she still was at Leadership. She didn't miss one class. She's there early. She's, she participates in everything. And I'm thinking, what other business, career, company would someone want to still show up in their 90s by choice? She could have stayed home. But the joy that she gives other people, and I'm sure she feels a lot of it in return, is like oxygen or something. I mean, it was just, and I know you guys will, as the more like company events you guys get to go to, I know you'll meet people that, and you don't know why. But there's just something about some people that will inspire you to no end. Maybe their story, maybe their like life situation was so similar to yours. You're like, oh my gosh, I can do this. I mean, I can do this too. So the Nationals retiring is one of mine and Danny's favorite things because they bring their how many people they want from their family. One lady brought her assistant of 18 years up on the stage with her to retire with, like in gratitude to her. We saw all kinds of in-laws and kids and all kinds of stuff, and it just is a beautiful thing. One of the Nationals, who some of you guys have heard her speak before, by the name of Lisa Madsen, she is like an OG Mary Kay. Like she's been around a long time. And she retired, and this was so cool because there's always, how do they say, every record's meant to be broken. While we are at Leadership, because they bring each national only got 6 minutes to talk. 6 minutes to talk before it was the next person's turn. And so they saved her for last because it usually goes in like succession of who's made the most money in their career.
Yeah.
And grand finale, right? And so Lisa goes to go up, and they said, but before Lisa starts her time, we have something for her. And they came out with, I don't know if you guys have ever seen them like on, social media, but they come out, let's say it's like this, they come out with this big plaque. And we all know what the plaque means, right? The plaque shows career earnings. And every time that you increase by $1 million, they give you a new plaque in whatever year that is. So they brought Lisa's plaque up, and it said $17 million. That was her career commission earnings, not her sales, her career commission earnings. And you could literally hear from the front of the stage as it was presented, because, we have to wait in the back of the room for the sound to get back to us, right? You could literally hear everybody in there say, oh my gosh, she beat Gloria Mayfield Banks.
Yeah, she did.
By and so it went all the way from the front to the back of the auditorium. It was cool. I mean, there's no winners, no losers. I mean, really, there's no winners, losers. It was just neat to see everyone go, a record's been broken, a record's been broken, a record's been broken. So my question is to all of us, like, what kind of record could we all break for ourselves? I mean, 100 Faces would be a record-breaking season for all of us, right? Like,
Yeah.
I've done 100 Faces before, but I haven't done 100 Faces in a short amount of time in a long time. So what kind of record is it that you could break? I mean, like one of the nationals said, you know, don't like hide. What did she say? It, you know, don't shrink. Don't shrink. This is not a time to shrink in the world and in your life and in your business. It's not a time to shrink. You know, go for the full out gusto. I mean, if you mess up in Mary Kay, like, I don't know, I've given people the wrong foundation for, like, what's the worst mess up you could do? Give someone the wrong formula? I mean, my old job, if I messed up, someone literally could die. I mean, that there's no worry like that in Mary Kay. Like, literally, I think that's the biggest thing that we could mess up on is foundation. Or if you're like me, once in a while you forget something, like somebody ordered something and you forgot. Like, really, what is the worst thing that could happen? And with that in mind, I'm like, okay, it's just time for us to stay focused and on our dreams, because we don't even know the people that we impact. And the longer you're in Mary Kay, the longer you'll like meet some person like you don't even maybe remember meeting, or a customer's kid or something like that, and they'll say something like, oh, it was so, my mom just loved how, you know, you serviced her, this, and you're like, oh my gosh. So it's time. It's just time, you guys. And you have to decide what it is that you want. And, you know, we talked before about the vision books or goal posters or whatever. But if you don't have that up, there's no way for your brain to work in that. We heard that over and over and over, didn't we, Dan?
Yeah.
And one class that I was in, I think Dan was in a different class at this time. I'll close with this part, Dan, because I just thought it was inspiring, because we all go through stuff, right? There's not one person here that has not gone through stuff. Don't care. Everybody goes through stuff. But this one girl was saying how her mom was a really top performer in Mary Kay. I think she even became a national. But she thought when she got out of college, she's like, well, I don't really want to do Mary Kay. That's my mom's thing. You know, we hear that over and over. It's my mom's thing, so I don't want to do it. So she started her own career, loved it. Didn't even matter what it was. And she was doing really good and worked this company for a little while. And the boss said, you know, we really like your work, but we're going to have to cut your pay by 1/3.
Wow.
Do the same work, make 33% less. And she said, no. She said, no. Thanks. And she said, so I called my mom. And so she decided she would start her Mary Kay business. Long story short, she started her business, and she was doing good, selling product, recruiting team members. And the very same month that she finished her directorship and qualification, because that's what she wanted to do, she was a natural leader, and she finished director qualification. This is in one 30-day period, you guys. Finished her director qualification, turned 40, and her husband served a divorce papers that she didn't see coming. That was not in her plan. In the same month.
Wow.
And she had, because she was Mary Kay, because she learned a lot in her first couple of years. I think she said she'd been in the company about 7 years or something by then. She learned enough and grew her confidence enough, because every time you win in your business, your confidence grows. It has to happen. You win a little baby thing, your confidence grows. Win a baby thing, your confidence grows. And so she just said to herself, she wasn't overly upset about it. She just said, okay, what's the next thing? What's the next thing? And she just was grateful that, you know, it was only 10 years into her marriage, not 40, you know, something like that. And she said, and God works everything out. And she said, she has been a top director since, obviously, or she wouldn't be speaking to us, because we only pick the top directors to teach. And she said, and then I met another Mary Kay kid. And that's her new husband, is the son of a consultant who was in her mom's unit for 35 years. Wow. And so he knows how to behave. He knows how to behave. And he knows the Mary Kay world. And I mean, it's just such a neat story. And I don't know if she couldn't have kids or just chose to, doesn't matter. But she just finished, her and her husband finished paying for building a house with 10 bedrooms, 8 bathrooms, so that her consultants can come and have a place to stay for anything that
Oh,
they can
wow.
do stuff together.
Wow.
And I just thought, what is it you want to do? Like, what do you want to do? We limit ourselves too much. And so I'm just saying, don't think small. Don't play not to lose, but play to win. Like, what's our next win? So every week, if I'm on here with you guys, I'm gonna say, what's your win? What's your win? What's your win? Because the more we celebrate each other, here we are. There was
Well, and it's kind of the whole handoff here, because I want to talk about, I just lost an earbud, but you guys can still hear me, right?
yeah.
All right, that's
Yeah.
good. I'll find it later. Oh, no, it's right here.
I was just gonna say, it's right there on your shoulder.
Oh, thanks. It's like a little bee just right there. Okay. So what would you say would be your Mary Kay wins over the last couple of weeks? Because I want to rah-rah you guys today.
I got my business
Amy or
card.
Terry?
Woo!
Terry got her business cards. Woo, woo, woo!
Yay! Woohoo!
Finally did it.
Awesome. I'm so proud of you.
Yeah.
Good job.
I heard that
Amy,
Amy
what about
Rich
you,
had a
honey?
booking. I heard that.
Yes.
I did get a booking, and one of my consultants who was a T6 placed a new order.
She did.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So now I have 2 active.
Woo! Amy,
Woohoo!
So
you're
close.
this close.
Super senior, baby. Super senior.
We're working on it.
Phyllis, what about you, hon?
I have a new customer in Georgia,
Oh, fun.
Very fun.
and this is just from posting in the networking groups on Facebook.
Very
What a
good.
riot.
Go,
I
girl,
love
go.
that. Social media, it's there, right?
Mhm.
Uh-huh.
It is there for the taking. Okay, so here's what I want to tell you. And I was telling this to Trish. You know how like all the nationals, they like have a song, and like, when I was becoming a sales director, I was told I needed to have a song. And I was like, what? And so I picked the Wonder Woman's theme song because I could spin around and be like Wonder Woman and be like Linda Carter, because that's who I wanted to be when I was a kid, even though I was too short and obviously not a brunette. So, but that was like when I would get introduced and stuff for Rebecca, Luke would always have the Wonder Woman theme song up there for me for whatever thing it was. It was so great. Anyway, so for whatever reason, you guys have all seen The Greatest Showman, right?
Mhm.
Yes.
Okay. A Million Dreams,
Mhm.
Oh,
that
Yes.
song. And whether it's a mantra or like a precursor to something bigger down the road here, or if it's just the get out of bed and get moving, because there's a million dreams that are keeping me awake, right?
Mhm.
And I just feel like you never know how your activity in this business is going to be tied to somebody else's dreams, or the fact that your activity is going to give someone else a dream. And in all seriousness, I see all of you here doing bigger and badassier things than you've ever done before in your business in these next 6 months. And we have 5 whole days, 6 whole days. We're in Monday, so 5 whole days left to do some pretty ridiculous things. And whether it's, hey, I'm going to get out of my comfort zone and get a booking, or I'm going to ask someone so that they can say no, and I can say next week, hey, Danny, I talked to 5 people and I got 5 no's. That's awesome, because I want to be able to celebrate the asks. And that is something that we're going to be really, really, don't get me wrong. If you have $1,000 a week, we're going to go nuts, right? And we're going to dance, and I might even do a cartwheel. Who knows? But if you can report back to, hey, I made 10 phone calls, I got this many yeses, be able to tell me tell me your success this week. And the success is the activity. It's not the result, you guys. because the results will happen.
Yeah.
It's just going to take a minute, right? We're the tortoises. Because we got hard shells.
Mhm.
Yes.
We do.
We do. Trish, anything else for the good of the order, my friend?
Yes, I have one more thing to say.
Yes.
Can you see
Oh,
that?
yeah.
Oh, wait. I'm sharing
Oh,
screen.
I
You
just
see
saw it.
Hold on. Let me bring it back.
Yeah, go back to it.
Thought it wasn't there.
You gonna play it? I think you
Yes.
should.
Oh,
This has the lyrics so we can all learn the words because it matters.
I close my eyes and I can see a world that's waiting for me that I call my own. Through the dark, through the door, through where no one's been before, but it feels like home. They can say it all sounds crazy. They can say I've lost my mind. I don't care, so call me crazy. We can live in a world that we design. 'Cause every night I lie in bed, the brightest colors fill my head. A million dreams are keeping me awake. I think of what the world could be, of the one I see. A million dreams is all it's gonna take. A million dreams for the world we're gonna make. There's a house we can build. Every room inside is filled with things from far away. Special things I compile, each one there to make you smile on a rainy day. They can say it all sounds crazy. They can say we lost our minds. I don't care if they call us crazy. Run away to a world that we design.
Every night I lie in bed, the brightest colors fill my head. A million dreams keeping me awake. I think of what the world could be, a vision of the one I see. A million dreams is all it's gonna take.
However big, however small, let me all it all. Share your dreams with me. You may be right, you may be wrong, to say that you'll bring me along to the world you see, to the world I close my eyes to see. I close my eyes to see.
The brightest colors fill my head.
A million dreams are keeping me
A million dreams, a million dreams. I think of what the world could be, a vision of the one I see. A million dreams is all it's gonna take. A million dreams for the world we're gonna make. For the world we're gonna make.
And there you go, McCracken.
Oh, Trish.
A million
Thank
dreams,
you,
a million
friend.
dreams. We can help each other. We can help our customers and our consultants that we bring into our teams, and you.
And every one of you. All right, friends, we'll go out there and have $1 million week. All right.
You too.
All right. Love
Thank
you guys.
you.
See ya.
Bye, thank you.
Amy, you gotta do that
Bye.
song.
Yep. I voted too, Amy.
Bye. Thanks, ladies.
Bye.
Bye.
Good night.
Bye.